stay in the hospital for 5 days.
Oh, why is that?
Pneumonia in the left lung, and then some other junk food.
Yeah, well, that's no fun.
Not good.
Well, glad to have you back.
But I had a lot of prayer warriors.
Yes.
That's what you do, put
Yes.
it to work,
That's it.
yes.
That's it.
Good.
Oh, pretty good. Yeah, finally, I had my hair down, blow it out, and I had black line shirt on with gold, and I had my brown head on, and I was waiting for somebody to ask me what I was doing. I was going to say, well, I come dressed as my favorite superhero, but then you weren't here.
Oh no.
Missed you.
Thank you, thank you, you're adorable. Can't wait to hear what y'all got.
No, that's the name of my first dog. You could be a superhero.
Oh, yes.
That's
That was funny.
you could be a superhero too.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so
I'm just noticing this, did you notice that? Let's see.
oh yeah.
Is anything we should do about them?
I'll turn it on this channel. Yes,
Yeah.
I like it. I gotta even show you my socks now for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Hi, how are you? Oh, let's see. Hey, you wanna work camera today? Basically, you can either leave it wide and do nothing, or go like that when the speaker's talking, and then the wide and everything, and what happens.
somebody's singing over there.
You could.
Oh, nice.
Cool, thank you. Susan was gonna do it, but she's speaking, so, you know, not that.
That's a problem. That's a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
If there's a particular song in here.
Okay. Carol Ann just did a list, you should ask her for that.
Look at this, somebody did something.
She just did a binder that has everything in the binder, but
Oh,
it's-
wow.
she might be bringing one over.
Yeah.
Easier to look there. She put all the things in there, she said.
Looking for, who did the blow thing?
Oh, we should have that, or I could email you one, I have it at home too. Keep saying I should do something with all the things I've made at home and put them on
Yes, for flash drive or
a
something.
Google Drive
Yeah,
or
I
something.
definitely save all those emails.
That's what Noah says, she'll go, I'll go back and look for your sent to one, check it out.
Nice. So gorgeous.
Although I like the sound of that, it's way better than the other one. We just like the deeper tone,
Yeah.
probably, it has a deeper tone. It doesn't stay in tune as well as my Taylor would. I still haven't taken that to the shop.
What's wrong with it?
Well, on the Taylor, on mine anyway, I'm not sure if Sharice's this way, it could be, but instead of having a regular pin that holds your strap, it's on the same compartment that battery. And, one day I was just reaching to take my strap off and it just kind of fell, so the little piece on the end just fell off and it kind of got threads in it. One time I was able to take the strings off and kind of push it in, tighten it enough to get it back on, but Amy took it to a guitar guy and he goes, well, it's working. So, but then it came off again, and so anyway, I want to get it fixed right now.
No. I just
Regular. So this is my chest, like grown. I think you saw me right. Yeah. And this is what I have.
I love that.
You're gonna get one.
You do.
You did. All right.
Is that your
Tartan?
your tartan?
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
This
you
is
for
like
getting
that. I never knew my family, but I'm Scottish and Irish.
That's what I am, Scotch Irish. You got Sean, McKinney, you name it, I got them all.
Hi.
My dad didn't know his father,
Oh,
so I don't know where the ancestry came from.
wow.
Oh my God, I want to go
I love seeing your shirts on the I am Danish, Irish, and a little bit of Scottish.
Hey,
Side,
saw you on the news,
third
Bob.
Irish, and the other third is Irish, Norwegian, and
Well, it's opening weekend.
German,
Oh, yeah,
Thank you.
Feel better?
Oh, heck, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm brand new. Almost.
Right around there.
When do you go to the
First.
Three and 4 on the new
I always thought it was.
all the music.
Oh, yeah, we have the
I would always show how
after his mom died, that I'm not gonna walk. And I promised your mom I wouldn't tell.
Right, had 3 days. So I went to Sicily. But I hadn't been to
The bear.
I went way back then too.
Oh, my mom already.
Thank you.
all the way
Not quite 3 years.
23 years going down there. They still exist on my phone. Chum chum.
Right, I heard you girls was your practice. Good morning.
Oh, bushy-tailed. Thank you. Don't believe it. You can make it.
Yes. So it's like a bunny and it takes
Probably will express down to I'll start my
You have all those?
Yeah, that's it. I meant
Good.
back up or anything, no?
You won.
I don't know what I'm doing. Don't wait for me, my brain has changed my mind about it. Right here. So happy.
No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take the comfort into knowing whether if you've come to stay a while or you're just passing through. This door is open to you. Come and eat silence. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. So come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. God in us recognizes the God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open to you. Now if there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone. New Thought stands with you as the individual manifestation of divine point of view. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open to you. So come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. God in us recognizes the God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Muslim, Wiccan, Hindu, this door is open. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open to you.
Good morning, everybody. Good
Morning.
Welcome.
Yes, it is.
Look at us, we didn't melt in the rain. Congratulations, you made it here, and welcome all those folks who are joining on the ethers. Hi, welcome. I'm Reverend Carol Ann. Hi.
Yes, you are.
And welcome to New Thought Community.
Thank you.
Our our speaker today is Reverend Susan Foster. Yeah, wait to hear her topic. Don't believe everything you think. Rich, very excited. Her practitioner is our very own Rose Scott. So excited about this. So I would highly recommend that you write a prayer treatment request. You've heard me talk about this kind of ad nauseum, so I'll keep it short. But if there's something in your life that's presenting as a challenge, write a prayer treatment request. If there's something in your life that's really working, you want to keep it moving, write a prayer treatment request. And Rose will include your intentions in her prayer treatments for the next 30 days. Yes. Let's give her work to do. It's going to be good stuff. Yeah, I can't wait. I know I'm going to. So, very excited about that. If you have any questions about that, you can talk to Rose, you can talk to me, you can talk to any of the ministers, practitioners. More info to follow. Right now, we're going to stretch and sing. If you got it in you, stand up, and we're going to sing together. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, stand up if you got it in you.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I'm making it for
You're right.
I love myself so much. I love my dog so much. That's right. I put her in the wrong
I love myself so much. I
last one on that song. We're going to have a new song next week because it's a new month. But you can keep that one in your pocket. You all know it now. You can sing in the car anytime you want.
It's the best jingle.
It's the best jingle. Yeah, it's better than any ad. So now I would just like you all to feel how supported you are in your seats. Just settle in for a moment and allow yourself to rest. I know there's one source back of everything. One source. Conveyor of all the wisdom and knowledge and patience and kindness and well-being, all of the peace and the light and the joy and the love. That source is my source. And I come to this space to gather with my community to celebrate this truth, to remember and connect with universal truth. I know that everyone that comes into the room today is going to get exactly what they came for. This is the space to be nourished and renewed. I am so filled with gratitude that this awareness is complete and I can release this treatment, knowing it is already done and done perfectly. And so it is. Now I'd like to invite all of our ministers, minister interns, practitioner interns, other light workers of other communities, other practitioners, to envelop the room with your light. Just allow yourself to be uplifted. Feel the energy in this room. And into this circle of light, we place names of folks who might need a little bit extra love, light, reminding, a little extra care. And I'll start with my dear friend Gary Steyer and my children, Rachel, Jalen. And now I invite you to place your name into the circle. And just feel the care that you give yourself. Loving kindness. And recognize that that comes directly from you. It is directly from the source through you to yourself and everyone and everything around you. Now we just wrap up that awareness, that kindness, and we let it seep right into ourselves. Close the circle. And remember, you can bring it forward anytime you need. Now I'd like to see if there's any new person in the room. Any new people? Okay, well, we're all new here today. So place one hand over your heart and one hand out to the community. I see you. Whole, healed, complete, divine spark walking around on two legs. You could have been anywhere doing anything. but you brought your perfect self and your perfect attention and intention to this space to co-create this magic with us. I see you, I celebrate you, and I thank you. Welcome to New Thought Community. Welcome. Okay, so you might have noticed Rob's not here. Oh, yeah. He's off doing a really cool thing with a bunch of kids up in the mountains. So let's include him in the circle for sure. And all of those kids. He's already texted me this morning, and he said there's so many stories, many talks already available. In his stead, Noah is going to do our
announcements. Oh, right. So you have a calendar and you can follow along with most of this. I'll go what's happening today. After service, there is a teachers meeting. And then also today, is this correct, is the last day to do pre-orders for the affirmation eggs. So there is a sign-up sheet over in Harmony Hall. And there's also, you can go on the ntcfresno.org website or the Facebook page, and there's links to order and pay for that. If you don't have money today, you can do this online, or you can go ahead and sign up and pay when you pick it up. But they need to have a count of how many to have ready. And then during the week, Monday, we have SOM 1 and Reiki Share. Tuesday, SOM 3. Wednesday, minister meeting at noon and SOM 2 class. And Friday, my favorite, band and choir practice here. All right, next week, Rob Trice will be speaking. And next week is the family ministry potluck, and the theme is tailgate party. And I'll bring the keg with root beer. Then, I know, right? April 13th, we have Reverend Mallory Rainier. And on 4/20, we have Ana Maria Lopez. Have a great day.
All right. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, now I would like to invite, we have a question?
Yeah. Today also is going to be putting the eggs together.
Oh, thank you. I forgot to say that.
So in case people want to volunteer help put the eggs together.
Yeah. Okay, so if you didn't hear that, and out there in the ethers,
they can't come anyway.
I know, but they might send good juju.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Come next week. So what Dorothy reminded us of is that today is the first day when we're going to be stuffing affirmation eggs. So yeah, order them. But if you have some time and you want to do some, sitting around breaking bread with friends, we're going to be stuffing eggs after service today. So come on along. It's going to be fun and silly. And what did you call them? Bunny warriors.
Bunny warriors.
Yeah. Be a bunny warmer. Oh, there's one.
Drum circle on the 19th.
Oh, there's a drum circle on the 19th. That's exciting. Okay.
I don't know.
Cool.
Here?
So there's a drum circle here on the 19th, and it's at 4 o'clock. I think that's a Saturday, right?
Saturday. Day before Easter.
Day before Easter, Saturday the 14th, drum circle, be here, or be square. At 4 o'clock. Yeah.
On a Saturday.
On the 19th at 4 o'clock. On a Saturday. And there's going to be a drumming circle. If you don't have a drum, if you have a drum, bring it. If you don't, we have lots. So you don't have to be prepared for this. Just come on up.
On the 19th?
On the 19th. It's in the bulletin, okay? All right. It will be. On the 19th. See you there. Okay, now, like I'll ground you all into this space. Make way and make welcome for our amazing drummer, very studious truth seeker, and loving human, Rose Scott.
All right.
today is taken from Ernest Holmes' This Thing Called You. You are like everyone else. An infant crying in the night. Something trying to be made whole. Something with a deep yearning for security, a deep and unspeakable longing for love, for protection, for peace. But the mind is filled with the accumulated doubt of the ages, as though a vast abyss of doubt, fear, and uncertainty were standing between you and your desires. Here's where the science of mind can aid you, where your intellect may reach you, through to unite with your inspirations, where conscious use of the laws of mind may break down the barriers which hide the face of love from the apparent fact of unloveliness. If God created you after his own nature, and there's nothing else he could have made you out of, then the thing you are after is already here within you. The only thing that stands between you and it are the accumulated thoughts, beliefs, and emotions of the ages. But there is nothing there that has not been put there either by yourself or the collective race. What has been put there can be removed. Now let's ready ourselves for treatment. Thank you. I know that there's only one God, and that God is all there is needed in this life's journey. God is omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent. Because I know that there's only one God, I know that we are one with God, and we are united in truth and can never be separate. I have faith. I am faith. I abide in faith. All doubt and fear have left me. I have complete confidence. I do not waver nor falter in my faith, for I know that God, the living Spirit, is the only presence there is or ever can be. All of my thoughts and actions direct me to my highest good. I give thanks knowing that Spirit guides and leads me on my life path towards my greatest good, and that my thoughts and actions demonstrate this. I keep my mind steadfast on the highest within me, being grateful that God has created me as a spiritual being, having a physical experience, and that whatever I desire is now in me. In the state of gratitude, I release this truth into the law of mind, knowing that it is already done. All that I have is right here with me now, and I dwell in peace because it is manifested through me as God. I let go and let God. And so it is. Amen. Woo!
Thank you.
If you could see what I see, you'd lose your breath for sure. You are the perfect replications and the ones that I adore. I carved you from a diamond and polished you with love. signature is everywhere, and all of life is mine. One day you'll see what I see, and you'll come to realize every tear you ever cried, I wiped from my own eyes. I know your every feeling, and you felt your every joy. But you and I are one, my child, illusion was the choice. You can see what I see, lose your breath for sure. You are the perfect replications, you're the ones that I adore.
Now, as we get reset for the next song, I'd like to invite Heather up to lead us in our vision, mission, and purpose.
Good morning, everyone. Our vision: we are a spiritually empowered family. Our purpose: to remember, experience, and connect with universal truth. Our mission: our New Thought community is a diverse spiritual family guided by universal principles and devoted to awakening to the divine presence within each of us. We are committed to loving, inspiring, and healing.
Thank you, Heather. That woke us all up.
Yep.
Brought us all back to the moment.
You might notice a few different lyrics in the song. Thank you.
Yeah, you're gonna know the song, but Susan wrote us some new lyrics, so listen up. Dig this. Okay, so you're heartbroken. Sit around moping, crying. You say you're even thinking about dying? Well, before you do anything rash, dig this.
Everybody plays a fool.
Sometimes,
No exception to the rule.
listen, baby,
It may be factual, it may be cruel.
I ain't lying.
Everybody plays a fool.
Trusting your thoughts is such an easy thing to do. There's no guarantee that the thoughts you think are actually true. Oh, mistaken mind just cannot see that separation could never be. Fear runs deeper than any ocean. Clouds of truth with emotion.
Everybody plays a fool.
Sometimes,
No exception to
by Susan Foster and music interpretation by Claudius Emilio. So much fun. Thanks for joining us there, y'all. Okay, well, you've heard me talk about Susan recently, so I won't say too much because I want to give her all the time she needs. She always has really fun things to talk about. And that's evidenced in her song choices. I mean, she has this wonderful way of taking things about life, every day, the stuff, the stuff that just drives you up the wall, and gives it a grander view, a vision that's rooted in spiritual truth, that's rooted in the truth about who we are. Susan Foster.
She makes delicious desserts.
Reverend Susan.
So before I get started, I just really want to thank the band and choir. Aren't they the best?
Yeah.
They've never told me no yet.
You just don't remember, Susan.
Well, I try to plan really well so you don't. So that's what I will say.
I tried, you wouldn't let me.
That could be true. So Tuesday we have April Fool's Day coming up. Right, it's a day full of pranks and practical jokes and all those gotcha moments. When you realize that you've been fooled, right? You believed something that was not true. So this morning I just want to take a look at the idea that we've all played the fool. And that our biggest trickster is our own mind. So don't believe everything you think. So taking us back to that meditation song, it speaks to the idea of our true nature as perfect beings made in God's image. All the love, joy, peace, fulfillment that we seek, it is within us right here, right now. And we don't have to do anything to experience it other than remember our oneness with Source. And it's simple. That sounds simple, right? It's really simple, but it's not easy to do. We are never separate from Source, from truth, but our mind gets in the way. It tells us falsehoods and tricks us into believing that those falsehoods are true. It blocks our awareness of our own divinity. So the mind's job is to think. It's really good at reasoning and analyzing and planning and problem solving, assessing, discerning, all of that. And those abilities help us as humans to move and function in everyday life. They've helped us to survive and to evolve as a species. But those mental abilities, they are not helpful at all, mostly not helpful, in experiencing our true self or our divine nature. For spiritual truth, it's not something one thinks. Now, we can think about it, and science of mind tells us that we can think our way back into alignment with it, but we don't think it into existence. We find spiritual truth in a state of consciousness that is beyond thought and thinking. So the job of the human mind, or our ego, is to keep us safe, secure. And in doing its job, the mind has a tendency to see things as potential threats or problems. It can get fixated. It has a habit of worry and fear-based thinking, remembering our past traumas, predicting future harm, and in some sort of twisted effort to keep us safe, it tells us falsehoods about our own worthiness, about our lovability, about our godliness, The mind contains thought patterns full of mistaken beliefs and ideas of separation. It tells us that we can't have what we desire, that there's not enough, that we are not smart enough, or good enough, or talented enough, or whatever enough that we need to be. It tells us we aren't it. And all of that, it keeps us from the awareness of spiritual truth. But our mind, it's just doing what the mind does. And in our own ignorance or gullibility or whatever you want to call it, we play the fool. We allow ourselves to trust and believe the false information it tells us. And then we act on that, and we create from those false beliefs, creating what we don't want to experience, until one day we have a gotcha moment. And we realize we've been fooled. And that what we have thought about life and ourselves, that none of it is true. And then, pretty soon, we go back to believing it. We remember, we forget. We remember, we forget. I cannot tell you how many times I have remembered and forgot. So in his book, Don't Believe Everything You Think, author Joseph Wynn, he differentiates between the idea of thoughts and thinking. He says a simple way to recall the distinction between thoughts and thinking is to remember that thought is a noun. It isn't something we do, but something we have. And thinking, on the other hand, is a verb. And it is something we do. It is the act of engaging with our thoughts. He goes on to say that thoughts come from the universe or our higher selves, while thinking comes from our own egos. And the source dictates whether it causes suffering or not. So when he's speaking of thoughts, he's seeing them as those divine ideas that come to us in moments of inspiration or through intuition. That still small voice within that speaks to us and says, like, hey, you might want to go on a vacation here, or maybe I want this new job, or maybe I want a relationship, or whatever it is, that kind of that just those momentary things that come up and we feel like, yeah, that's right, that we're inspired, right? That's the inspiration to do that. He sees thoughts as a moment of pure connection to our oneness, to our divine selves. Whereas thinking, it is the persistent chatter or dialogue we have about things and about ourselves and our lives. And it often tends to be negative or associated with fear. Right? So just take a moment and think for a minute. Have you ever experienced your mind fixated on joy, for example? Does your mind just rattle off, wow, I'm really joyful today. Oh, this is nice, I'm feeling this. So, oh, look, I'm joyful because the plants are outside, or I'm joyful because my dog barked, or I'm joyful about whatever. Your mind really doesn't do that. Right? Our mind, it might notice, oh, I'm feeling really joyful today. And then we just kind of step aside and we continue to feel joyful. Or our mind might say, oh, this is bringing me joy. But again, we don't fixate on it. We don't continue to think about it. We might notice it, we feel it, because joy and all those other qualities of divine, right? Those are found in the present moment, and the present moment does not involve thinking. So even when it's not overtly obvious, the mind is busy trying to keep us from negative experiences. So back to that idea of joy. If we find ourselves wondering, we might notice, oh, I'm feeling joyful now. I wonder if I'm still going to feel this way tomorrow. Or, well, what if that goes away and I don't feel joyful anymore, right? The mind's not thinking about joy anymore. It's worrying. It's thinking about the lack of joy or not experiencing it anymore, and you're back into that kind of busy monkey mind. Science of Mind teaches us that heaven and hell are both states of consciousness. Right? Heaven is the awareness of our oneness with Source. It is the connection to all those divine qualities, joy, peace, love, etc. And when we believe that incessant fear-based, worry-based thinking of the mind, we block the awareness. And instead of heaven, we believe we are separate, and we create an experience of suffering. So we've got hell on earth instead of heaven on earth. And we've all played the fool and been there. We've all had our moments when we get caught in believing those untruths of separation. But good news for you, you don't have to believe everything you think. So back to those lyrics of our meditation song. You and I are one, my child, still illusion was the choice. Right? This illusion of separation is a choice. We may not always recognize it. Not everyone understands it. But it is a choice, and we always have the power to do differently. And when we know better, and when we know that, we can do better, right? We can set our sights on understanding it's a choice, and what do we do now? Ernest Holmes says we cannot lead a choiceless life. Every day, every moment, every second, there is a choice. If it were not so, we would not be individuals. He's telling us we all have it. Again, we just need to know it. That's why we come here. That's why we hang out with our community here. That's why we hang out with people that remind us when we forget. Now, we don't always have a choice as to what thoughts we think. Sometimes they just kind of randomly pop up. Like, oh, wow, I was thinking that. But, you know, they appear from our past, from our collective, you know, subconscious, whatever. They just randomly pop up. But we do have a choice whether or not we believe them, whether or not we fixate on them, whether or not we let them be the main dialogue for ourselves. We have the ability to choose which thoughts we give our energy to. We can choose whether or not we let them take up residence in our mind, or if instead we say, adios, goodbye, go on your way. You're not welcome here. We can choose to be mindful and pay attention to our thinking. We can treat every day like April Fool's Day, where we remember that there's a trickster out there, right? We gotta be extra diligent today because someone might be trying to trick us. We can treat every day like that. We can remember our mind is a trickster. Just, that's what its nature is, right? We can choose to question and challenge our thoughts. We can ask, is this true or is this not? Right? We can use our mind to assess and discern, and when we know spiritual truth, it's a lot easier. When we've been in these teachings, when we've been around community with these beliefs, it's a lot easier to be like, yeah, right, I went to New Thought on Sunday and they said that wasn't true, right? Even if that's what we're having to use for our basis, even if it doesn't feel like, maybe I don't really believe it's true or not, we can know that our teachings tell us it's not true. We can ask, does this thought bring feelings of connection, love, peace, joy? Is it supportive of what I want to experience? Right? If it is, it's probably true. Or is my thinking full of fear, worry, criticisms, limiting beliefs, and focused on what I don't want? And if the answer is, yeah, that's what it is, we can pretty certain know that that's not true, right? We can learn to control our trickster mind. We can not let it run wild with untruths. And we can boldly tell it, that is not the truth about me, or that is not the truth about my life, that is not how things work. And then we turn right around and we declare what is true. Okay, so that unworthiness I'm feeling, that is not true. What is true is that I am a divine child. I'm everything. I'm worthy of everything. I am due everything just because of my divinity and who I am. None of that other stuff matters. We can boldly declare that to our mind. So there is one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. And that life is my life now. That's a little statement that I used to have hanging up. Every day I could see it while I was at work. That's the kind of things we can do to declare the truth. And the more we do this, the easier it gets, and the more life changes in the direction of our choosing. This is from Raymond Charles Barker. He's a New Thought author and practitioner. You have humanly argued yourself out of more good than you will ever know. You have argued yourself out of untold good that could be yours by letting the outer mind describe all the reasons why it couldn't be done. You can believe that you already have your heart's desire. If you believe that you have it, it happens. But it can't happen until you believe that you have it. I constantly say to my human mind, be still. The limitation is not true. There is not one word of truth in it. It isn't so. If we are struggling to know the truth for ourselves, we have a choice to ask for help. That is what is so great about this community right here, right? We can write a treatment request. We can seek out a practitioner or a minister, one of our friends who is in classes. We can ask for someone else to know the truth when we're struggling to know it for ourselves. We do not have to believe everything we think. We have lots of options how to move past that. And the more we let go of our thinking and move into being or awareness, the more we can experience our world with greater peace, love, joy, connection. We can choose to have that greater experience of heaven on earth. So I'm going to close with Science of Mind textbook. In the back of the textbook, there are some readings or meditations. This is the first one. I control my mental household. I conquer my mental household and cast out all fear and doubt. Let my word cast out all sense of fear and doubt, and let my thoughts be lifted unto him who lives within. My word has dissolved all fear within me and has cast out all doubt. My word shall guard my thought and make me receive only that which is good and perfect. And this one is titled The Voice of Truth. The voice of truth speaks to me and through me. The voice of truth guides me and keeps me on the path of the perfect day. I will listen to the inner voice, and it will tell me what to do in the hour of need. I shall be told everything that I ought to know when the time of need arises. I shall not be misled. The voice of truth cannot lie, but always speaks to me from on high. Nothing enters but the voice of truth, for it is the voice of God. Namaste.
Okay, can we have our ushers come forward? And I'd like to invite Mallory up to lead us in our offertory prayer.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, come stand right here. Just like that.
This is what happens when you sit in the front row.
Perfect.
That's right.
As we come together in gratitude and in knowing that we all are that one Spirit, and taking our gifts in our hands, holding them to your heart or in your hand, knowing that as we give, we receive manyfold. Giving to our spiritual community is what allows it to grow and to prosper. And for that, I am sincerely grateful. Knowing it is already done, I release this into the law. And so it is.
So it is.
Hey, you guys are going to know the song. Sing with us.
I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road to heaven right now. And I'm choosing heaven today. Love. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road to heaven right now. And I'm choosing love today. Peace. I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing peace today. I am walking the road to heaven right now. Singing, I'm choosing peace today. Heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road to heaven right now. Singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road to heaven right now. Singing, I'm choosing heaven today.
All right, let's circle up. I'm just going to drag you along. Sorry. Blessed always. One more time.
One more time.
Hold on. Just kidding.
Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of love surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in love and say amen.
So as we move through our week, let's remember that we can tell the busy mind, we can tell those thoughts just to move on their way. We claim our truth, and we know that we do not need to believe everything we think.
Be so triumphant that we rest in love and say amen. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in love and say amen.
It was there. This is that. Giving it up to God and never taking it back. Just release, let it go.
Well,